Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting here once again with the love of my life. How are you doing?
I'm having a hard time with this mic, you
Yeah.
guys. We forgot to plug these things up the last time we used them, so
So hopefully it doesn't cut out.
I hope I don't look crazy.
But we have to talk about Alix Earle real quick because she is getting dragged over on TikTok in her comment section. Not really in a bad way, but people are kind of upset with what she decided to wear at the Super Bowl. I'm gonna say this as someone sitting here in an H&M hoodie and you're wearing a Dolly Parton shirt that I believe
sure
that you
am.
got at Target.
No, I got
Target
this at
was it?
Walmart.
Walmart. You got this at Walmart. What the f is Alix Earle wearing to the Super Bowl?
You know what it was giving me? She looked like a Cenobite from the movie
did.
Hellraiser.
She did.
I feel like she was gonna say, "Where's the box?"
People
You
are not
opened
happy
it."
with this. They say that she needs to fire her current stylist and actually kind of press charges against her because it wasn't good.
There needs to be some kind of judicial committee held against this and some votes taken because she needs some serious feedback for that.
I want to say thank you to Factor for once again sponsoring my channel. I told you all at the beginning of the year that I'm really going to be focusing on my health in 2025 because the doctor told me that I was pre-diabetic. And honestly, that starts with the food that I put into my mouth. And with Factor, that has been super easy to meet all of my nutrition goals. If you are like me, then I already know that you have a difficult time sticking to a healthy diet. And honestly, there is no shame in it because I am definitely that person that will go to the store, buy all these healthy ingredients, have them sit on the kitchen counter or in the refrigerator, and literally go bad because I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. I'm not a good cook. Also one of those people that'll wait until the last minute until I'm literally starving to actually go into the kitchen and figure out what I want to eat. And that is why I love Factor so much because it is super simple just to walk into the kitchen, open your refrigerator, take one of these out, put it into the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes, and then look at you actually eating something healthy instead of opening up one of those damn apps. Factor also has a ton of different add-ons that you can get with your subscription. I'm actually sipping on one right now. This is the carrot, orange, and ginger juice. Another thing that I love about Factor is every meal is restaurant quality, chef crafted, and dietitian approved. You get to choose weekly from a menu of 35 different options that include dietary needs like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, Vegan, and Veggie. Factor also offers Gourmet Plus meals as part of your weekly options, which this Jamaican jerk salmon and shrimp was absolutely delicious. Factor also has a ton of different add-ons that you can get as well, including pancakes, sausage, as well as eggs. But my personal favorite that they do offer is the cold pressed juice. If you are interested in checking out Factor for yourself, which you guys already know, I highly recommend, then please go over to factor75.com, select the plan that meets your dietary needs. Use code 50viewersvoice for 50% off your first box as well as free shipping. I want to say thank you to Factor for once again sponsoring my channel, and now let's get back to the video. So moving on from that, I want to talk about Jason Nash real quick because we all know that David Dobrik is having this comeback, so that means that Jason Nash is out of retirement. He no longer has to be on TikTok panhandling, and he's been talking about it a lot actually. There's actually a clip of David Dobrik where he was talking to him while they were driving, and David laughed in his face about how he has to do TikTok. But Jason Nash was on a podcast and he was talking about panhandling over on TikTok and how he doesn't do it anymore and how he doesn't want to go back to it because apparently he doesn't have time to create anything else while he's doing it.
He's never been a creator. He's a stand-up comedian.
You think?
You know what it's given?
Where are the
More,
jokes?
sir.
Where are the jokes?
Give me more.
I want to shoot more content. You know, I'm off live. I'm done.
Oh, I know. Congrats.
Thanks.
Is that because you were bullied by? Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Was he getting?
That was part of it.
Was he getting
You know,
into-
and I'll tell you something. I miss it.
I
miss it.
I did the podcast again, you'd stop TikTok Live.
Oh my God. I don't want to do TikTok Live anymore. You can't put that in, but I'm dying to get out. And I make a big thing about it. I'd be like, guys, I know everyone hates this, but nobody hates it more than me.
Okay, let's.
Because
great
I
segment.
kind of want to go back on.
We're all interested.
So here's what happened. David was bringing the podcast back, and we had this whole thing that we were going to be like, we're gonna quit live. There was a whole piece that was going to be in the vlog, but then it ended up getting cut, and it was like, you quit live, and I'll bring the podcast back, and that was like, and what ended up in the vlog was just like him just being nice and bringing the podcast back. But we had a whole thing that we shot, and then so the podcast came back, and I just made a decision. I was just like, the problem with streaming, and you can probably attest to this, is like I like doing it, but you can't like create anything.
Yeah.
Like if you spend 6 hours live streaming, there's no percolating. There's no like.
Unless you're on like
you know when you come up with your skits,
Right.
You kind of gotta like walk around and like think about it,
yeah.
right? Or if you come up with anything, right? And I don't know, it just ruined me. And I don't want to do that. I want to be somebody that creates. I want to be somebody that comes up with ideas or the hate. It wasn't because of the hate.
Did that ever?
It's because of Jason crying in the bathroom. Oh, I hate these comments.
Sharon.
Stop!
It really doesn't seem
You
to
guys are
affect
mean.
It would affect me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that shit kills me.
But it did at first. I'm sure that the first couple of days I was like, this is bad.
Yeah.
But then after a while, it's like, it just thinned out. And maybe I had a really good moderator, Atomic Noodles. And
does that
I remember
mean?
Atomic Noodles.
yeah, Atomic Noodles is the best.
What does moderator mean?
Moderator is somebody that sits the entire live and stamps out the hate.
And they work at TikTok.
Nope. They're just a
Viewers.
citizen.
Doing it for free?
Yeah.
Oh my! Wow.
Yeah, they're a civilian.
There's civilians.
A civilian who sits and stamps it out. And I had 6 or 7 of them, but she was the number one. She was the main one.
And stamp it out like they report it right away.
No, they didn't report it. They're just like, someone comes in and they're like, I want to have sex with your wife. You know, somebody writes that. Gone.
So they have power. You give them power
Yeah.
of the chat.
Yes.
I do have to say that now that David Dobrik is back, I am going to miss seeing all the clips of Jason Nash over on TikTok getting dragged for panhandling. I'm going to miss Tana going after him and making jokes. I'm going to miss Alyssa Violet going after Tana for going after Jason Nash. She's apparently in David Dobrik's comments sucking his ass now.
Who, Tana?
Alyssa.
Oh, of course. She wants all the clout. I don't even like Alyssa Violet like that, but the trolling displayed with her and Brooke and Tana
She is diabolical.
was epic.
She is diabolical. The fact that she like word for word did that apology video was
Devious.
like crazy.
Maleficent.
Crazy. Do you guys remember
Magnificent.
that? Great.
No, that was epic trolling.
great.
I loved it.
Maybe something's gonna come of this because Tana did talk about the fact that Alyssa Violet's in the comment section. I think it was David Dobrik. So she was talking about it on the podcast. Maybe Alyssa Violet's gonna pipe up.
You know what? I'm sure Alyssa was over there. She was ready to swoop in.
Smiling.
Yeah.
But moving on from that, I want to talk about this Poppi drama that is going on social media. And it kind of left like a sour taste in my mouth, I have to say, when it comes to the owner of Poppi, just the way that she like responded to this. I'm going to play that clip for you guys in a second. But the Poppi drama is during the Super Bowl, they sent out vending machines to a bunch of influencers over on TikTok. Very pretty vending machines, I thought. They were like holographic and they had like all these poppies inside of them. The influencers did not get to keep them though. There was like this rumor because Olipop was in the comment section after this like popped off over on TikTok, throwing shade at Poppi, like, why are you wasting all this money when you could literally be donating basically all these cans of Poppi to people that actually need it. Olipop said that these vending machines cost $25,000, which was one of the things that the owner addressed in her apology video or like explanation video that she uploaded. This is the new Tarte. Like, this is literally the new Tarte brand trip. The owner of Poppi said that the vending machine was actually $15,000 per. So shame on you, Olipop, for spreading that misinformation. Like, how awful.
Okay, guys, I just got back and I've been hearing a lot of negativity, and so I wanted to get on here and chat with you guys directly. I've always been on here sharing my authentic thoughts with you, and it would be very unlike me and Poppi to not just talk about this head on with all of you and all the social conversations going on. So first of all, I want to say I hear you. And there's a lot of misinformation being spread out there by one of our competitors, from our plans to the price tag of $25K, which is not what it costs, and that is not true. This vending machine campaign, it was put in place to bring awareness to the biggest soda moment of the year, the Super Bowl. We wanted to share Poppi with creators across the US who are hosting Super Bowl parties for their friends and their family. Creator marketing has always been a staple of Poppi's brand since we launched in 2020. But I know that it's you, our community, that has been the biggest part of our success. As a female founder, I have always been so obsessed, and it's been a big passion of mine to get Poppi to as many people as possible. So after this weekend, as we've always done in the past and was always been part of the plan for all of our campaigns and all of our activations, it was always our intention to share these with you through marketing events, community pop-ups, and giveaways. But one of the things that has made Poppi so successful is that we listen to you and our community. We can always learn and do better. These vending machines will be a part of the brand for years to come, and we want to work with you guys to get them out to the places you'd like to see them out in the world, right? So we hear you. So like, help us nominate your friends, your family, your favorite teacher's lounge, your sorority, your fraternity, whatever it is, wherever you guys want Poppi to show up, and let's get Poppi to the masses, because at the end of the day, we are a brand just trying to revolutionize soda for the next generation and bring joy to you guys through Poppi. So I appreciate you, and we hear you.
I want to know why Trisha Paytas didn't get an actual vending machine and they gave her what looked like a refrigerator.
Yeah.
A white refrigerator.
What they did to Trisha was it was actually funny. I was saying to him that I don't understand why Trisha Paytas, who is, in my opinion, one of the biggest influencers right now, has one of the most popular,
relevant people.
One of the most relevant people right now, not just doing YouTube and social media, but doing like mainstream things as
Broadway.
well. Why isn't she getting a vending machine? And then I was scrolling over on TikTok and I came across a clip that Spill Some Tea With Me posted, and it was Trisha talking about how ugly and stupid this Poppi vending machine was and how she doesn't want it. And like, she's like, you're going to get it. It's going to be all these cans of Poppi. They're not going to refill it. They're not going to pay your electric bill. It's going to be loud. Who would want that? And then I was like, I kind of want it. I would have had a Poppi vending machine. I wouldn't fill it with Poppi all the time.
No.
I would take the letters off.
Who wants a vending machine like that, though? The Poppi one's not even pretty. You want
It
like
was
an old
holographic.
Coke machine.
It was holographic. I thought it was pretty.
You see the Poppi vending machines?
Yes.
So all the influencers, this is like the new Tart Trip. Everyone is very divided about it on TikTok, and it's all over my FYP, my whole thing. And I was so excited because I finally had something to contribute to this. But I guess all these influencers were getting Poppi vending machines. So you saw the delivery?
Yes.
I think Jake Shane got it. This other girl, Vidaya, I follow. I want to say Nabella got it. Like all these like influencers I follow got them. I didn't think anything of it because I was like, who the hell wants a Poppi machine? That's what my first thought. My first thought was like, it was ugly as hell. Who wants that? I wouldn't want that. I'd be like, where is that going? It would fit our aesthetic. But I was like, what? But everyone was pissed. They're like, why are influencers getting these $25,000 machines? Because then Olipop enters the chat and is like in all the comments of all these things. And like, yeah, and they cost $25,000. So everyone's like, this is out of touch. Why are they giving to influencers when we could have unlimited Poppi like at a college, station or, laundromat or something where people could, use free Poppi. And so Olipop was like, yeah, and they cost $25,000 and they're just giving them to these influencers. But then I saw, I think one of the influencers get it. I hope I'm saying her name right. I think it's Vidaya, I think is her name. She was saying that they didn't get to keep it. She was like, oh, well, we don't even get to keep it. They took it back or whatever.
So one of the things that the owner of Poppi said in her explanation video was the reason they sent these influencers all of these different vending machines, they were all going to be hosting Super Bowl parties, so they were going to get cans of Poppi into the hands of all of their friends, and somehow that was just going to bring so much awareness to Poppi as a brand. She also said that the goal was to bring attention to the biggest soda moment of the year. Every single time Poppi comes out with a new flavor, it is the best soda moment of the year. It's the biggest one. Nothing is going to compare ever. Let me tell you, I used to like Poppi, and I got them all the time. I liked pretty much all of them. There was maybe like 2 flavors that I really didn't care for. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they changed their formula. I don't know if they got bought out by somebody, and so everything is changing completely. They do not taste the same. They taste like ass.
Do you remember that time?
Olipop is better.
Do you remember when you opened it one time and it had whatever that was in it?
The new lemon lime flavor or something. There was like some kind of moldy looking thing floating in it.
It did look like mold.
One of the people, though, that did receive this vending machine from Poppi was Jaclyn Hill. And people on TikTok were confused. Why are you giving it to Jaclyn Hill?
She couldn't even sell 100 items
No,
on her collab
it's
with
still
Beam?
not. It's still not at 100. That Beam collaboration that she did, which apparently is a repackaged flavor from somebody else that she was taking credit for, it's still not at 100. And I've seen
Damn.
several. I can probably count on 2 hands now how many videos I've seen of people promoting that for Jaclyn over there. The number's not moving. I don't know.
Maybe it's dried up. Maybe Jaclyn Hill just needs to come back to YouTube and actually put time in over here instead of worrying about TikTok because it's not panning out for her over there.
Well, maybe no. I think she's getting good views over there, but I don't think that the sales.
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't know. Maybe they were selling it somewhere else. I'm trying to give you some benefit here, Jaclyn.
She's already got
I'm
benefit
trying
too.
to. No, remember she was on EBT. So getting back to Trisha and Poppi, she did not receive the vending machine, but she received this giant holographic trunk that was like pushed up her driveway. The whole video that Trisha did with Poppi, she said that she wasn't getting paid for it, so she just uploaded the whole entire thing. It was really awkward. They could not like answer like what a prebiotic was, which is like one of the biggest things about Poppi. They gave her like 1 or 2 cans. I think like some members of her family got a can of Poppi as well, and like some merch.
Which was my tea where I entered the chat. You were here the day Poppi
Oh,
came.
yes.
I didn't know. They were just like, oh, we're going to give you we're going to send something to your house on Friday. I was like, okay. So we were doing Patreon and then Moses like, oh, come here. Like there's something to show you. I walk out and this was like a month ago. I don't know. There was like this big Poppi case and they make this huge presentation. They're like, okay, unlock the code. You have to like do a secret word, whatever. And what would you call it? Like it opened up like a trunk, like a holographic trunk, probably my height. It was so big. One side was just all the new Poppi. It was like a cream soda Poppi. And then the other side was all merch. And it was, first of all, the coolest part was the holographic thing. The first thing I said, it's on camera. I left it all in. I don't care. I wasn't getting paid. I was just like, I thought it was a PR package. I was like, whatever. I didn't even post it originally because I thought it was kind of awkward anyways. I was like, this is kind of awkward. I don't know. But the first thing I said was like, oh, do I get to keep this? This is so cool. And the person's like, no. It's like, what the?
No, we have to take it back.
Yeah, they literally took it back the same day. Like, it was like not even, I think the Poppi machines they got to keep for a while and then maybe they have to return them or something. But this one they took it back the same day with them. And they had all these Poppi cans. And then they had all the merch. And they had like merch separate, like in little bags for me. But they only gave me one can of Poppi. And everyone's like, you didn't even get all the Poppi on the side. I was like, no, I got one. I think my mom got a can. You got a can. And we got a glass straw. My mom was so excited about the glass straw. Like, wow, glass straw, so bougie. But it was so... I thought it was so weird too. I was like, what the hell? And like, I guess if they're getting paid to promote it, like whatever, I guess it's like a little cooler. But everyone's pissed. Everyone's like thinking like the Tarte trip where they're like, wow, how out of touch is this? Like Poppi should be sending it to the customers. And then Olipop's like, yeah, we would send it to the customers. But I was like, first of all, who the hell wants a Poppi machine in their house? Would you want that?
I mean, me personally, right now, I don't have room for all that. But I think if I had
a mansion, you still would?
For the free Poppi,
maintenance, but do you get free Poppi or do they just give you that and then you have to do the maintenance? It's loud, the electricity. Like, are they going to restock it for you? Probably not. You're not. I mean, you have to get paid a lot if you're like, oh, what should I get for my Poppi machine today? Like, that was crazy, and so everyone's pissed about it. But I was like, who wants it anyways? It's not like it's a Tarte trip. Also, at the end of the day, I was like, I mean, it's like, it is advertising. Like, it's like whatever. Like, you know what I mean? It's like an I'm conflicted because I hate the Tarte trips. I think they're so gross and out of touch. This, I'm like, it's a freaking vending machine. Who wants a vending machine?
I kind of think I would be into a vending machine now that I think about it.
That's crazy. If it's my aesthetic and I don't even want that in my house, it's just loud, it's in the way.
Is it loud?
Yeah, vending machines are loud. I mean, I don't know if that one's loud, but even when the Poppi came to our house, I didn't want to keep it, but I was also like, where would I go with it? Probably. I guess, but I mean, is it like a Tarte trip where you're like, damn, this is so out of touch?
I guess if they are $25,000, and then also like, what do you do with them after the fact? Like when say they take them back, and then what happens?
Yeah, I guess they just.
But somebody analyzed it, and they showed like all the influencers that got those. Each one got 3 to 6 million views, and they kind of compiled it together, and like the amount of money they spent on the machines compared to the views they got. Any other, when you do a commercial, there's so much waste, right? Like
yeah.
They would make that machine just for the commercial and throw it away right after. So they show that, they got their money worth as far as views. But then also the other company just rode along. What is it?
Olipop. Olipop was like in everybody's comments.
They're like in people's comments and they're like, send us a DM, we'll send you.
Oh, yeah.
So both companies kind of like benefited from it, but Olipop is smart because they didn't put $1.
Never even heard of Olipop. I thought it was like a fake parody account of Poppi. I was like, what the hell is an Olipop? It was so crazy. It was so weird. And then I threw my video out there. I was like, well, let me throw this up there. Got like 4 million views. I was like, well, I guess everyone's talking about Poppi, which is kind of, I guess, what they want.
And I did see their clothing at Target. They do have it there.
Yeah, they do have a Poppi
Oh,
line there.
I didn't know that.
It's cute. The sweats are cute. My thing was like, I remember I asked the lady, she's like, it's a prebiotic soda. I'm like, what's prebiotic? She's like probiotic. Nobody knows in the comments what it was. We don't know if that's right or whatever, but it was crazy. Their marketing is wild. I think it's like you said, it's like a Super Bowl commercial where it's like less money than a Super Bowl commercial and you probably get more influence and impact.
Yeah.
But everyone's coming for those influencers because the influencers they sent it to are kind of wholesome. Like the 3 I mentioned, they're very wholesome, very like clean girl family. Vidya has a husband and 2 kids. Jake Sheen's very obviously brand friendly and with all the celebrities, and Nabella is super like clean and wholesome. So it is kind of funny the people they picked because they already are like affluent influencers. So it is kind of funny the people they went with the vending machines there.
So why do all these other influencers get all these nice things, but Trisha Paytas gets a hoodie?
I want to know that too. And honestly, Trisha was doing them a service by even talking about it because didn't
was
she
so
discuss it on the
awkward.
podcast too?
Yeah.
She didn't even have to do that.
No.
They could have been a little bit nicer to Trisha. She is one of the biggest people out here on social media
They
right now.
literally rolled that trunk right back down the driveway after doing that video with her. So with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. We hope that you did enjoy it. Please let us know how you feel about the owner of Poppi's explanation, number 1, and the things that she had to say. And number 2, about how ridiculous those $25,000 vending machines were. They honestly do need to take the advice of their audience and just everyone else criticizing this and put them in places like college campuses or shelters or places where people actually need this if they want to get like some good press,
You know
like,
what would have been a good idea? If they wanted to do that, in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion, I feel like if they would have put these big, vibrant machines out there for
Mm-hmm.
people to get free drinks from, like social media influencers, they could have just had them posting all over their Instagram and they would have all done that because
Yeah.
a lot of them actually do love Poppi, but she pissed a lot of people off with this.
I don't think it's the biggest moment for soda of the year.
No.
Well, actually, maybe it is, because when is the last time Coca-Cola or something came out with something exciting?
Girl, this right here is what's
When?
exciting. This is not sponsored, but
Mama Tot's
Clear
been
American.
saying that Coke has not been crisp in a good long while.
Well, Ophelia needs to go check out Clear American.
Yeah.
They're like 78 cents
What do you have,
down at
wild
the
cherry?
Walmart.
No, my favorite is the strawberry right now. I
Girl,
also like the peach.
Poppy could never.
If you have made it this far in the video, please leave us a soda emoji. He says that there's a soda emoji.
There is
I'm
a
not exactly
soda
sure
pop emoji.
what it looks like, so leave a cup if you have to leave that. Please hit the subscribe button as well as the thumbs up, and we will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.